Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Andrews here. I wanted to go over a little bit about research and what are some of the basic tools and tips that I would suggest as you get started in researching your senior project. So a couple quick things to go over. One thing to know about the senior project, numero uno, is this. The research project is all about choosing a topic of your choice and then answering a specific question about that topic. So again, if you're really interested in writing about climate change, it's a question of not just writing about it generally, but coming up with that specific question. So last class, we looked at creating a driving question, right? So at this point, you should have at least a candidate driving question that you're asking about your topic. Now, we are going to conference about these topics over the coming days. So I will have a sign up for that. You should look for that in the assignment below, or on today's class. At least there should be a link to that sign up sheet. There will be some times on Thursday and Friday that I'm going to ask for you to sign up to. Okay, make sure that you sign up to that and that you meet me on Zoom at your specific time. It doesn't need to be more than like a 5-minute conference, guys. But I do want to talk about what your driving question is, what your topic is, and then we'll brainstorm together how we can focus it just a little more so that you can find good research. So to that aim, today we're going to look at how to research. And a lot of you probably do research on your own, right? And when you do, a lot of you probably start with Google. And despite whatever databases I may drive you to, you probably find yourself again and again coming back to Google. And there's probably a good reason for this. Google has a lot of stuff, right? You can see my recent, I've been sampling some Disney tunes to make like some hip hop jams. I'll share that out here shortly, by the way. You can see all this stuff in here is about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, talking about research. So this is what happens when we research, right? We get distracted sometimes when we're working on it. So let's try to look up climate change. Okay, let's just take a look. Let's say that's my topic. Let's see. We've got 909 million results. So a lot to look up, but I'll bet in 909 million results, you probably aren't going to get past that first page generally, right? Before you find something to latch on to. So what are we going to do with that? Well, first off, let's say that we want to look up at something that's like a new or emerging issue about climate change. We want to find something unique. Well, let's maybe take a look at something more recent, right? Let's see here, the Antarctic ice sheet. Ooh, coronavirus holds key lessons on how to fight climate change. Let's click on one of these because this is interesting. So the relationship, this is a new thing, right? This is a new emerging way of looking at it. It's like, what are the impacts of like pandemics on global climate change, or what is global climate change's relationship to pandemics? I already have a question I'm thinking about, right? But this is inspiring me, just finding this article. But let's say I find this article and I'm like, I love this. I want to find more things like it. I'm going to just copy and paste it real quick. And I'm actually going to go back to Canvas. And I'm going to go to library. So let's say that I'm in our course. And if you're in our course, you can do the same thing. Just click on library here. So library. And then once you click there, you go to where it says open a new tab. Click there. And this is where you get to the databases, right? For the most part, it will log you in automatically. So I'm going to click on databases here in the middle. And I'm going to go to JSTOR, okay? I'm going to indicate this in our instructions. But JSTOR is a great place to go. Pretty sure I can log in with the Google. Let's try this. There we go. So if you log in with Google and put in your CCS credentials, okay? So that's your @CCS name and password. You do that, you should be able to get through like I just did. Beautiful. So from there, you get to JSTOR. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Text Analyzer, right? This little piece down here, it says it's in beta. It works really well. So the way Text Analyzer works is it's kind of like a Netflix algorithm. What it does is it searches everything that I just copied and pasted. So I just copied and pasted. Well, I didn't copy and paste the article. Let's try that again. So let's try Control-All. There we go. Now, we've got all the text, right? Probably some gobbledygook in there too. but we've got most of the text from the article there. I'm going to hit analyze. What it's going to do is it's going to look for articles that are like this. It's going to analyze all the strings of text. It's going to try to find things like your Netflix would. Oh, you liked this movie, then you'll like this. Oh, you liked this article, then you'll like this. What it does is it shows you what are some of the primary features of that article, like what are some of the big key terms it found in it. It shows you the frequency of it here. So let's say you want climate change to obviously be huge, but you also want to look at public health a lot because you're interested in coronavirus. I'm going to crank that up. Also going to axe a couple of these, like carbon footprint and emissions policy. And I'm actually going to add one of my own, right? I'm going to add coronavirus, right? Okay, so I add that. Let's see if that changes. It did change things a little bit. So over here, what I can do then is I can change my filters by hitting down this box here. And I can change like the recency. So let's say I want something from like the last 10 years. I'm going to hit that. It's going to update my results. And now I have all these wonderful articles that I can look at, right? Some of these are chapters of books, social reform to social transformation. Yeah, so any one of these could potentially be the health co-benefits of climate change and mitigation policies. So this definitely is linking health to climate change policies. So one thing I can do is I can download it. Like I don't even need to come back to JSTOR for it. I can just download the PDF now, keep it in a drive. I can hit save. And I believe that I can send it to my Google Drive that way. And then I can hit cite this item, and there is the citation in MLA format at the very top. Don't need to go to EasyBib, don't need to do all that stuff, right? I have it right there, I can just copy and paste it. So you can probably find a lot of stuff. And also, if you're struggling to think about what should I type into another search, like say you want to continue using something like Google News, or you want to use another database that you like better. This can still give you some good ideas. Like look over here, CN emission, carbon dioxide emissions, global warming, health information, health benefits. These are all words, pandemics, words that you could possibly use in searching that maybe you wouldn't have thought of to type in. But these can help you to find some of the words that you were looking for, the terms that can help you search more specifically. So use the text analyzer once you found maybe an article on Google that you really like. This doesn't mean that I'm going to use this as a source in my paper, but maybe it's going to help me at least get started. The idea now at this point is not that you're starting to collect all the sources for your paper, but you're starting to read about your topic so you can write a proposal. The idea here is to get educated on your topic. So for next time, there are two things that you need to do. One, your assignment for today is to sign up for a conference between Thursday and Friday, all right, to meet with me and talk about your question. And two, I need you to find at least 3 sources that are about your topic that are going to give you some background information, okay? We're just talking about background information. These aren't all your sources, but I want you to find and to read 3 sources on your topic so that you can start to understand what is it that you think you're going to write about. What are some of the things you're learning in these articles that you think you might want to focus on researching as you look into the rest of your sources, okay? So those are your goals for today. See the rest below in the lesson.